Yeah, it was really a matter of necessity. That hasn't always been my system. For me, situation dictates strategy. So when I was with Pure Foods, the situation was I had the two best post
Big.
players in the league.
Yeah.
I had Alvin Patrimonio and Jericho Diniera. So our game was low post, low post, low post. Let the
Yeah.
defense collapse, kick it out to our shooters. But really, our offense was fueled by our low post guys. And then I went to talk, and then same thing with Santa Lucia. We had Jun Limpot and Dennis Espino.
Yeah.
Really, two of the best there ever was in that position.
Yeah.
But then when I moved over to Coke, we were a donut. You know the donut, no center, right? I
Yes.
mean, we had a tall guy, Rafi Rifis, but he's
Oh, yeah.
not really a center.
Yeah.
So we had to come up with a system. Again, situation dictates strategy that took advantage of our other strengths, our speed, our quickness, our defensive abilities, and we were running as a version of kind of the Princeton offense motion at that time. And then when I went over to Talk and Text, and then uh, like you said, I coached the national team the first time in 2007, and we found that all the screening and everything that you were doing didn't work in the international stage because the teams, we were so small. All the teams will just switch our screens, and we would never
Yeah.
get any advantage. I mean, the guy guarding our shooter, Don Hontiveros, was 6'6". Now Don Hontiveros will get a screen from Kirby Raimundo, who's
Mm.
6'6" also.
Switch.
So they'll just switch, and
Yeah.
Kirby will not have an advantage over Don's man because they're just the same size. So I
Yeah.
said, switching, we didn't get anywhere with screening. So we just opened the floor and tried to beat people, break people down with our speed and our ball handling ability. But we didn't know at the time that was the dribble drive. Uh, so we just called it whatever, our open system.
Yeah.
So fast forward to Talk and Text. John Calipari starts winning in the USNCAA, and he was using the dribble drive. Now we took a
Mm.
look at it, and then we
Okay.
found out, and we actually went to the inventor, the guy who, not the inventor, the guy who put it, popularized it, a coach by the name of Vance Wahlberg. I went to his hometown where he was coaching where he was visiting his daughter, who was a coach of a high school team in, I think it was Dakota, in the middle of nowhere in
US.
California,
Yeah.
someplace. No, it wasn't Dakota. It was, I forget, but in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
in California. So we spend a week and we learn the intricacies of the offense, and then we come back and we tweak it a little bit to make it more Filipino style. And then it lo and behold, it became very, very successful with Talk and Text because we didn't have any big guys as well, except, I mean, our only tall guy was Kelly Williams. But other than that, we were not, we were among the shortest in the league. So the dribble drive did very well, worked very well for Talk and Text, and it was very natural then to bring it to Gilas, to the international stage. And it was a system that they've never seen before in the international stage. In fact, when the European coaches started coming and they saw us play, they said, "Oh, the Philippines, they play with no system," because it really looks like bara-bara
Yeah.
basketball, right?
Yeah.
To the untrained eye.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what we wanted them to think. We wanted them to think that we played with no system. So when the FIBA Asia Championships began here, we might have, I think, 5 or 6 European coaches. The coach of Iran, the coach of Jordan, the coach of so many different teams. They had European coaches. China had a hotshot Greek coach, and so our style of play was completely alien to them. And fortunately, we were successful. We brought it to the World Championships, And even Prigioni himself said that, we were doing something, they couldn't figure out what we were doing.
Yes.
We couldn't understand what the Philippines was doing. And we took them to the final shot, right? We
Yeah.
took all the teams there to the last possession. So, but like I said, it was born more out of necessity. I wish I could say it was came out of my ingenuity, but no, it was really out of necessity and just a willingness to learn. We were very open to learn, and we flew to the places to find the originator, and just learned and learned and learned.